The producers of this radio show would like to express that they in no manner wish to support or condone the words and phrases, such as, ass, booty, yo bitch, the mayor is a dickhead, and big butt women in tiny bikinis, which are used in this radio show. However, in an effort to maintain accuracy and journalistic integrity, words and phrases such as, ass, booty, yo bitch, the mayor is a dickhead, and big butt women in tiny bikinis are necessary. But rest assured, these words and phrases, such as ass, booty, bitch, the mayor is a dickhead, and big butt women in tiny bikinis, will not be used without warrant, or in any gratuitous manner. The producers would also like you to know that all characters and events in this show, even those based on real people, are entirely fictional. All celebrity voices are impersonated poorly. The following program contains coarse language and mature themes, and due to its content it should not be listened to by anyone. Listener discretion is advised.
Perfect!
Hi, this is the Ops radio show on Co-op Radio, 100.5 CFRO on your FM dial. We'd like to give a land acknowledgement of the Coast Salish Nations. Haichka Siam, Haichka.
Overdose Prevention Society. A place where you can overdose safely. If you're overdosing, lying panicked on the floor, don't worry, some of us have also overdosed before. Take a big deep breath. The ambulance is on its way. No need to panic just cause you can't breathe. We got Narcan kits and they're handing them out for free. OD, OD, OD. Overdose Prevention Society.
Hanging on to everything.
Hanging
the United Toilets of Vancouver. Hi, I'm Bob Rennie, current executive director of Rennie, real estate marketing firm. Here are some words you can use to describe me. Bulletproof, golden, untouchable, ironclad, godly. Together with my friends, Kennedy Stewart and Adam Palmer, we're doing some really fucked up shit to the city. And you can't do a thing about it. Yeah. You know what I hate about you little pussies? Everything. Don't kill me with a knife. Don't knife me on the streets when I'm walking around Vancouver, because that's where you can find me. I have a house in Vancouver, but I'm usually walking around the streets of Vancouver. Don't stab me with a knife. Don't do it. You may put out a cigarette at one and notice the other for his charm and good looks. This is Smokey, Devil, and Ashtray, downtown Eastside news and events.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's another edition of Ashtray and Smokey's radio show.
Hey, what's up, guys? You're with Ashtray and Smokey here on Downtown Eastside News Report on Ops Radio, 100.5 on your FM dial, Co-op Radio. And tonight is part 2.
Yeah, part 5, isn't it?
No, tonight. Well, yeah, this is the 5th episode.
Yeah.
But this is a 2-part segment. So this is part 2 after what happened after we went to
the city hall bullshit.
City Council to talk about motion B6.
Yeah.
So if you weren't paying attention, motion B6 came through. It was to make more safe spaces for painters to paint, but it was also to identify and charge any prolific taggers within the Vancouver area.
Yeah.
So it went to council. I spoke. Smokey signed up to speak, and it took about a week to get in. So it was supposed to go to council Thursday a week ago, and it didn't get into council until this past Thursday. So it took an entire week to get through because everyone and their dog wanted to talk about
housing.
No, it was Commercial Drive was the big thing.
Oh, really?
So they're gonna take one lane off Commercial Drive. They're gonna shorten it and make it all pedestrian and bike lanes. Apparently.
The whole street?
No. So there's gonna be one car lane.
Yeah.
On each side instead of 2.
Yes, yeah.
And it'll be more patios.
That's all right.
For people to walk. Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
So that was a big motion, and item B6 got snuck in there. And it was to be resolved basically at the end of the day that council recognized that an increase in street tagging style graffiti in particular has increased during the pandemic. It's been a significant burden on small businesses and BIAs struggling with the pandemic recovery, and that council staff directly prepare communications programming, encourage residents and business to help manage nuisance graffiti within the city of Vancouver and the deluxe free paint program. So if you're a small business, you can get free paint to cover up any graffiti on your building. So that is a thing. The thing that sucks that passed was part C of B6, so item C of B6. The council directs staff to report back on current enforcement and prevention measures and opportunities to increase enforcement, identification, and tracking of prolific taggers. What they added after myself and Sarah Blythe spoke, Smokey signed up to speak, but it was hard to find you on that day. But you were there for the 2 days that it was supposed to get called up, and then the third time that it got called up, I couldn't locate it.
I have hypergraphia.
Yeah. So if you don't know, Smokey has hypergraphia.
Yeah, hypergraphia. It's a issue where
an intense desire to
draw on anything that's in front of you.
Everywhere, on everything. Can't take this guy anywhere.
Can't stop, won't stop. Drawing on my clothes right now.
And
yeah, it's a real thing.
It is a real thing. Look it up. Google is your friend.
Yeah.
And so that's pretty worrisome.
Yeah.
What they added was options and alternatives for fines, restorative justice-based program, model graffiti collaboration with relevant arts and community groups for potential collaboration partners. Yeah. So basically, if they want to stop graffiti, we suggested that they talk to the Coalition of Graffiti Writers, which is basically what we are, and the Downton Eastside Artists Collaborative, and we offered to help. At the end of the day, a large allotment of money, I think $350K, was decided to be given to all the BIAs and businesses to instead basically just continue paying Goodbye Graffiti to remove graffiti and charge prolific taggers. Which,
nothing for us.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't go there for the money.
Me either, but I wanted to go there to drop the charges.
Yeah,
like that.
it was mostly to say not just there is a graffiti community within Vancouver,
It's getting bigger and bigger.
And it's getting bigger and bigger, and a lot of these taggers, prolific taggers, are actually disenfranchised youth.
Yeah.
Quite a few of them are indigenous kids from broken homes looking for a way to strike back against oppression, and they're angry, and maybe spraying something on a wall keeps them from using fentanyl.
Never know.
Right?
I think so.
There could have been a program in place. What's the program that you and Larissa used to do?
It used to be called Restart. It was when say someone got charged for graffiti. We'd take them and show them how to do legal graffiti and teach them how to draw and stuff like that. And
you and Larissa Healy, right?
Yeah, and Cruz and a couple other guys, and we were called mentors or whatever. We'd have groups of kids that would come, and then at the end of the graduation time, we'd all go and do a big, huge piece, like $1,000 worth of paint or something big underneath.
That's dope.
Yeah, it was really cool. We did some really good ones, and but yeah, I was gonna say maybe we could restart that, right? Get something like that, or I was gonna say I wanted anything except incarceration. I wanted for the people, right? Because I've had to go to jail for graffiti for months before I was dragged. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And, did it stop you?
No.
Obviously not.
No, I didn't rehabilitate. But
that's nothing.
That's me, right?
Yeah.
But I have hypographia. So just kidding, but so the guy, and then the thing was that the guy that we were up against or talking to, I used to live with the guy, the city council guy.
Yeah, so the guy who slipped this motion in there, if you don't know, was Councillor P. Fry.
Yeah, the guy I used to party with, used to live with him.
And you used to do coke with him.
Yeah.
You used to do coke with him, you used to drink with him.
Used to drive around stolen whips with him.
Drive around in stolen cars, and he's a city councilman now.
Yeah.
And, that's why I was super surprised that he slipped this motion in there, because I thought you guys were homies.
I did too, man. And you mentioned my name, too.
Yeah. And, when I reached out to him and said, when I saw that the motion was going through, and I sent him, a message on Messenger being like, what's going on with this? He's like, I was specifically thinking of Smokey when I put this motion through. And it's like, so you're specifically thinking of, targeting one of your longtime friends for incarceration?
Yeah.
I don't get it, man.
How would he be thinking of me like that?
I don't know. That's what he said, man. He said, I was specifically thinking of Smokey when I put this motion through. I mean, the motion had some good things. Creating legal spaces for more graffiti. Yeah, that was in there, but it didn't end up happening. It was just they ended up, at the end of the day, they gave a lot more of that money. Instead of creating legal spaces for graffiti, they gave $350K to just business bureaus to just cover up graffiti.
Yeah, I see what fuck.
Instead of making, reinstating the restart program.
Yeah.
that you have.
Or would you man like a 5 points, like the thing in New York where they have that, or even like in here, like how we have legal like graffiti all the way around it, right?
Yeah.
If you open up a yard like that one near the skateboard park underneath the vine up there.
Yeah.
In a perfect place, man.
Yeah, like Eastside, or you know, when the motion came forward, it had some good things. Like they named Toronto's graffiti alley and the graffiti pit in Venice Beach, which are big tourist attractions, major tourist attractions. And it seems like anything cool that comes up as an opportunity within Vancouver, it's kind of like gets squashed. Yeah. Gets totally squashed.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's really, really ridiculous. So I don't know, man. I wish things were different.
So do I.
But
I really thought things were going to come out differently than that.
At the end of the day, you know, like, we're not going to stop painting. As artists, we're going to continue fighting for space as usual. Yeah. We're going to continue, painting.
Can't we appeal it?
You can't appeal it, man. No? It got set in stone from 2021 till 2022. So for a year. Hey. Sorry, we're doing a radio interview. Once again, we didn't let you know. We are back in the ops washroom doing our radio segments.
A raw place.
Yeah. We're just sitting here, watching the action. Yeah. No glory hole action, though. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Just want to clarify that.
No peep shows.
No peep shows. We're just sitting in the bathroom doing this interview with some lawn chairs.
Yeah.
So
Peter Fry, man. I can't believe you did that, dude.
P. Fry, what's up with you, man?
What's going on, man? Like, dude, it's me. Like, I used to live with you, man. And then you turn around and hang me like that.
Turn around and hang Smokey.
Yeah.
That was cold-blooded, P. Fry.
It was.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah, thinking of me, especially. I'm thinking of Smokey, what it is.
It's rough.
It is.
Super rough.
Rough and rugged and raw, eh?
But we will keep trucking on as graffiti writers. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep making beautiful pieces for people within the downtown Eastside, splashing some color and some culture on those walls. That's good enough for now. That's good enough for this episode. Hopefully, if something else happens, we can touch base later in the week.
Yeah. And
come back to more. So for It Is What It Is, Ops Radio out. Thanks for tuning in.
Once again.
We'll talk to you soon, guys.
Yeah, peace. Love you.
Love you.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Testing.
This is Morgan Davis with your host, Morgan.
Okay, so hello, it's me, your infrequent host on OPS Radio with the head honchos of the Drug User Liberation Front. Once again, how are you both doing today?
Good. Thanks for having us.
I resent the term honcho.
Maybe one day I will interview someone else once someone else starts doing something as insane as the things that you two are normally doing.
I resent that too. Hell.
So today we're going to talk about the next DULF action. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah. So the context for this next action is a response to the city of Vancouver putting through their proposal for decriminalization that is essentially a farce in that for three reasons. The first being that they did not have any significant consultation with people who use drugs or drug user groups. The second being that the police had the VPD had unfettered input into the plan, which is why the plan is so bad. And third, and a really key point, is the threshold limits are hilariously low.
I just saw an article yesterday. Hi, Mom. I just saw in an article yesterday that all the mayors signed on to some letter of support, and they were like, by decriminalizing drugs, we give people access to safe supply. And there's this logic that we're somehow preventing overdoses by making one half of an illegal equation legal. And that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Kennedy Stewart is an idiot. And this entire council needs to get thrown in the garbage.
Okay, so for maybe someone who just tuned in layman's terms, what exactly are you doing at this event?
We're giving out free drugs.
Okay.
In front of the police station with a city councilor, with one of the 9 or 10 city councilors. One of them is giving out heroin outside the police station to the different drug user groups. This is an extension of Dolph's Save Our Souls Sustainer Donor campaign, where we take your money and we buy drugs and give them out. It's wacky, wacky Dolph.
And it may or may not be Kennedy Stewart.
Yeah. What Jeremy said.
So how would someone become eligible to receive these drugs?
So we're doing it a bit different this time. In the past, we've kind of done a cattle call at the events where we would sign people up for the compassion clubs and give them a pretty small amount. But since this action is going to be specifically to bring attention to the threshold limits that the city of Vancouver is proposing, we're going to be giving out larger amounts to drug user groups, which are then going to be able to have autonomy over how they'll distribute the drugs to their members.
Right, because last time, there just aren't enough drugs in the universe to satiate the masses when you give them up for free, so
I don't know if I agree with that. I think you hit a point of saturation where people can't do more drugs.
True.
It's like, what's that band? Aerosmith.
And now back to the Morgan Davis
Sure, yeah. I think, definitely Dolph couldn't float because it's such a huge expense. But if you had like a supply chain going or some sort of manufacturing domestically that could produce it cheap, then I think like people would be able to like meet their fix.
For the entire price of the Vancouver Police Department, and I costed this out. For the entire budget of the VPD, if you just shut down the police, you could build a huge heroin factory run by Oompa Loompas to produce a limitless supply of heroin, and I will be the Willy Wonka of heroin. You know?
I mean, you have the glasses, you have the look down.
You can't see what we're doing, but Jeremy's put his face in it because of how ludicrous that statement is. The thing is, why are we doing this to begin with? This is the world's dumbest problem. You know,
right.
Everyone loves Hunter S. Thompson, but when I dress like Hunter S. Thompson, I'm not allowed to open a heroin factory?
My next question was actually going to be, so, it is interesting that there's been like this increasing amount of actions giving out tested and safe supply of drugs by the community and for the community. Is this in any way sustainable? And like, when would it make sense for the government to take on this responsibility?
The government should have taken on responsibility yesterday.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I agree with. I'm just like, the government's responsibility is to get the fuck out of the way and let people manufacture heroin. I'm like, we don't need to bring a predominantly like market issue into this like socialist framework by necessity. So what I think needs to happen is the government needs to change the legislation that permits the sale and distribution of drugs. Even if you're like, let's not get rid of the CDSA, I'm like, there's still prohibitionist stuff in the CDSA about illicit alcohol. So, basically, I'm like, if the government just gets out of the way, they don't have to provide the free drugs. Dolph can provide the free drugs. Just get out of our way and let us do this licitly, and it'll be a lot easier to do. That's the problem, in my opinion. And I'm sorry to cut you off, Jeremy. Speak your piece. We got all the time on the air.
I think it can be a mixed model. Like, there's definitely like some people who can absolutely pay for their drugs, and some like people who should have access to drugs that wouldn't, have a problem using them. Like if I wanted to do cocaine on a weekend, like I wouldn't want to get go through a program where I'd have to kind of sign up and be like tracked as I try to get like my cocaine. So there should be like a way to buy it, and I think that's more of like the Dolph kind of model. But if you're starting to get into like a medicalization of it, and I don't think it should necessarily be medicalized, but that's like a whole nother fight. People like there should be free stuff for that, and that kind of goes beyond the purview of and funding of Dolph. Like if government gave Dolph funding to do that, then that's a thing, but it's super expensive.
Okay, Ken Kesey, electric Kool-Aid acid trip, school bus full of LSD, poison the water supply all over town.
And now back to the Morgan Davis Minute with Morgan Davis.
No.
We want to keep our viewers interested. Let's have a little fun. These dry answers. No one's listening to this anyway.
Oh my god. Yes.
Okay, next question.
So also, I don't know. You did say that let the government get out of the way and let Dolph take care of it, but it's just like it's not a huge operation. So if you're trying to do something,
it's not a huge operation, but it's a smooth operation, like that song. What's the actual question? What's the end of the question?
I don't even know if I.
No, yes, you do. Finish the question. I just had to chime in.
No, but like obviously, it's a smaller operation. So at what point does this model become like sustainable in large scale?
I don't think that's possible until the government changes the law.
Yeah.
Or we just start giving people fucking money to go find drugs in their own communities and shit. I'm just like, ultimately, if the law doesn't change, the bureaucratic complexity of doing any of this bogs the project down into like oblivion, and everyone just dies. Basically, I'm like, if the law doesn't change, everyone dies.
Yeah.
That's what this all comes down to. And Dolph is just a manifestation of a small scale thing that shows how stupid the fucking law is, And there are parallels in history of this kind of like civil disobedience working and changing the law,
I mean, really, Dolph it's a campaign. Like, it's not a service, at least not yet. And the most sustainable way that it would work, if, like, outside of the government taking any action, is like a cooperative model. Like, different groups from across BC pitch in so we can buy in bulk, and then those amounts get shipped out to groups with then distribute to their members at cost, or whatever they think is at cost, with maybe an administrative fee or something to keep the program going.
Okay, so once again, for this specific event, can you reiterate where and when it's happening?
Tentatively, July 14th, downtown Eastside, hopefully in front of the cop shop. And
Kennedy Stewart may or may not be there. He's invited. Kennedy Stewart, if you're listening to this radio show,
please come.
Get some?
Please come.
Please come.
Please come and get some.
Please come and get some. We'll reserve a special box just for you. Man, this is a sick idea. You'd be on a sick one, Kennedy Stewart.
Is there anything else that you would like to add?
Whoa, we're fucked. I think we're fucked. Jeremy's more optimistic.
I think we've got a really good thing going here, and I think it's growing in power and like capacity. And I think there's a lot of interest. People have been contacting us from like across Canada saying, "Hey, we want to do this here too."
Hey, I want free drugs too. And you know what I got to say about that is, Shit, man. A lot of people want free drugs. I don't know. Hey, general public, I don't know if you know this, but everyone wants free drugs. Which means everyone's doing drugs. So wrap your freaking minds around that mind-warping idea.
But yeah, I think Dolph can grow. I mean, people have contacted us to like want to hold similar actions, and nobody ever really does. But if they did, they could
It's coming down the pipeline like Mario and Luigi. August 31st, Dolph worldwide.
Okay, and so if you would like to donate to the cause, there is the Dolph Donor Sustainer Program, which is accessible on the website dolph.ca. Correct?
That's right.
Yes, and thank you for letting me talk to you again and again and again and again.
I just want to note that Dolph's going to keep growing until it eventually takes over the world. So bring in all type tradespeople, musicians, become a part of Dolph. So when Dolph becomes the kind of globalist government, you're going to be in.
That's true. Yeah, get on our good side now.